What would be, if there is a red wave, what would be the consequence here in Australia? How would we feel it here, Peggy?
Well, I think that a strong America benefits our allies and benefits the world. And so I would love to see America get back on track with our economy, with jobs. You know, you realize even if we do take the House and the Senate, we still don't have the presidency. So in a lot of ways, we can maybe only tap the brakes on bad policies. We won't be able to right the ship completely. But I think we could see some things take place that would lend to a stronger economy here in the US, and potentially then that would trickle over to the rest of the world. I would love to see America go back to a posture of energy independence, to do more drilling in America instead of importing from all around the world, instead of getting on our knees and begging some of our enemies worldwide to give us oil when we have plenty ourselves. And so maybe we'll see some simple decisions like that that will have great effect worldwide.
Peggy, just before you go, can you tell me what you think about this attack on Paul Pelosi, the husband of the Democrat Speaker, Nancy Pelosi? The attack in their San Francisco home was violent, involved a hammer, and it was quite mysterious. It happened in the middle of the night. And the alleged attacker is a pretty shady character. Now, what I want to ask you, though, Peggy, is that the media and some Democrats immediately tried to pin this on some sort of Trump supporter. They're pretty desperate, aren't they?
They are, and his social media is kind of all over the place, but he certainly could not be characterized as a MAGA Republican or anything like that. And of course, what happened to Paul Pelosi is horrific. Across both sides of the political aisle, people have been condemning it, as they should. We all hope that he makes a full and complete recovery. But let's be honest about what has caused this rising crime in places like San Francisco and deep blue cities all across the nation. It's Democrat policies. It's catch and release of criminals. It's the open border, which has allowed illegals into this country who don't belong here, who don't wish to do good, but wish to do harm. And so in essence, Paul Pelosi is the latest in a long string of victims in San Francisco and other places, resulting directly from Nancy Pelosi and her party's failed policies. And it's estimated that up to half the people in San Francisco have been victims of crime in one way or another since Joe Biden took office. And so every victim in San Francisco deserves a quick police response. Every victim in San Francisco deserves to have public outrage over them being victimized. And every victim in San Francisco deserves to have their perpetrator put and held behind bars, like this person certainly will be. But we have a revolving door of crime that the Democrats have been complicit in. And so it's horrific what happened, but it's horrible what has happened to everyday San Franciscans without anybody paying attention to it and without them making a pivot in these disastrous policies which have led to this crime increase all across the nation, especially in San Francisco.